Hi folks, I'm Brian and I hope you're feeling creative. Today we're going to look at the brand new Band in a Box 2025 for Windows release. It's also been released on Mac. Let's have a look and see what sort of new features we can expect from Band in a Box.
Many new features in both the main program and the DAW plugin version. And we've added an amazing collection of new content, including 202 real tracks and real drums, MIDI super tracks, instrumental studies, song.
Now, straight off the bat there, they've mentioned that they're releasing 202 new real tracks in version 2025. That's a lot of new real tracks to add to your collection. I happen to know that 2024 already has some 4,900 real tracks incorporated into it. So if you have the 2024 and you're happy to sit on that for a while, I don't blame you. But 202 brand new real tracks is appealing. Let's continue on.
Songs with vocals, artist performance sets, playable real tracks set 4, which allows you to customize the real tracks and real drums performances with the exact notes you want.
Now that is really interesting, because in the past I've been frustrated that, of course, in MIDI you can move these notes around to anywhere that you want them, but with real tracks you haven't been able to do that until now. So this is a really exciting feature, not just for drums, but for things like lead guitar, finger-picked single notes that you can manipulate in Band in a Box 2025. Let's continue on.
New real drum stems.
Drum stems. That's a really, some of the drums in 2024 have stems, but to have a whole bunch of new drum kits that have the full stems, well, that's really fantastic. Makes it much more versatile in building your productions.
X Pro Styles Pack 8, Extra Styles Pack 19, new all MIDI styles, which we like to call our Look Ma More MIDI styles. There's also a Real Combos booster with new real tracks and real drums added to the Pro and Mega Pack, along with lots of new styles, including real styles that are brand new for our Ultra Pack users in addition to our Pro and Mega Pack users. We have bonus packs with 20 additional new real tracks and other new content, so in total an amazing 222 new real tracks and real drums are available. In addition, there are over 100 new real styles.
So that's 202 tracks, real tracks, new ones that are included in the 2025 package. Plus, if you buy their bonus package for an extra $50, you get an extra 20 or so real tracks with that. Some of the combos that they're talking about, they talk about a little bit later in this. They sound really interesting as well. Let's continue on.
That use the new real tracks and real drums. These include requested soul jazz real tracks with new bass, drums, piano, guitar, and jazz organ with comping, left-hand bass, and soloing. We're continuing with our collection of requested 60s jazz styles with modal jazz and hard bop, bossa, and samba. There are more of our very popular two-handed piano soloing real tracks with separated right-hand soloing and left-hand comping. And if you're a blues lover, we've got you covered. We have new classic acoustic blues styles made with blues virtuoso Colin Linden, with styles emulating classic blues masters from the early 20th century. We've got new tango real tracks.
So those guitars sounded fantastic. Some lovely finger-picking styles there, and obviously a bit of blues slide as well. So fantastic. I'm looking forward to having access to these new styles and new real tracks.
Recorded in Argentina with top studio musicians and featuring a real tracks first bandoneon. In the pop rock vein, we have many more requested real tracks, including disco and 70s and 80s funky pop with slap bass. There are more slick 80s metal styles, which feature guitar wizard Andy Wood, as well as a set of more modern metal styles. There's a songwriter potpourri set with an eclectic mix of folk instruments, including more Chinese instruments.
I think it's good that Band in a Box is branching out into some of the more modern styles. Back there we heard a little bit of some really heavy modern style guitar, and although it's not my cup of tea, I really am looking forward to Band in a Box attracting more younger musicians that want to put together something in their spare time, even if it's just something to bring to their band practices, to say, hey, how about we give this a try? To arrange something in Band in a Box is so much more efficient than it is to rock into rehearsals and have people slowly learning parts. But here we go.
As well as folky piano, guitar, and banjo. And this set has another RealTracks first, muted electric guitar. This is a technique where a foam mute is placed under the bridge to get a great muted effect common in indie pop and modern folk. We've added a set of producer layered guitar styles with Band in a Box favorite Brent Mason, with acoustic guitars designed to be used together to provide a slick, produced sound. In the country and America,
I'm really looking forward to those layered guitar sounds. I think they're going to be a great addition to my Band in a Box experience. All right, so you get the idea. There's quite a lot going on there when it comes to new styles and RealTracks, and a couple of added more functional things like the guitar layering, being able to choose the notes that you want, individual notes for guitars and individual beats for drums. I think that's they're expanding the whole stem thing when it comes to drums. So that's really fantastic stuff. Let's skip ahead a little bit in the video to another bit of software that they're introducing to Band in a Box 2025.
And there are lots of major new features in Band in a Box 2025. We're excited to introduce an amazing new AI-powered feature, the Band in a Box Stem Splitter. This powerful tool separates any multi-instrument audio file into individual tracks: bass, drums, guitars and piano, vocals, and residual sounds.
So that's really interesting. I mean, obviously we've been able to split songs apart into stems with various AI tools, but now you can do it in Band in a Box, and by the look of it here, you can place all of those stems into Band in a Box to start experimenting with. So that's a really interesting feature. How much use will I get out of it personally? I'm not sure, but I think it's going to make life easier for a lot of people that just want to make backing tracks for their gigs. I mean, being able to put these songs into Band in a Box. Does it generate the chords? There's a lot of questions I have. Will it generate the chords, and then you'll be able to replace the drums with your own drums and things like that, so you're not just sort of ripping off the artist's backing track. But anyway, let's continue on. So AI is being introduced into the actual interface of Band in a Box. That means that you probably have to operate online, I believe, for those features to work. Let's see what happens.
These tracks are then added separately into your song, allowing you to generate Band in a Box tracks to play along with. For example, you can import vocals from your favorite singer and rearrange the backing tracks in Band in a Box to create a unique, personalized remix.
So there you go. He's preserved the vocal, but reinvented the drums, piano, and guitar, and down here has muted the original, most of the original tracks. So yeah, that's an interesting feature. Let's keep going.
We've also added VST3 plugin support, allowing you to use VST3 plugins alongside VST2 and DXI for MIDI or audio tracks.
Now that's a biggie for a lot of people. VST3 plugins that you can now use directly into the interface of Band in a Box. Things like such as Melodyne, and well, look, any number of plugins that people love to use. Personally, I don't. I try not to collect too many plugins. But anyway, moving right along.
The program has many more AI features, including creative songwriting functions that suggest or generate themes, styles, titles, and even entire song ideas. It also offers customized AI lyrics generation, allowing you to create lyrics from scratch, generate the next line, or experiment with rhymes, synonyms, antonyms, related words, or alliterations. You can enhance your existing lyrics by adding vivid imagery, emotion, richer vocabulary, or more natural phrasing.
All right, that's interesting enough. That's basically sort of a chat GPT feature, if you like, sort of embedded into Band in a Box. So, I mean, I write all my own lyrics, and I've never really felt the need to venture into AI lyrics. And I guess it could be something that you could use for inspiration. I'm not against it or for it in any way. I think it's probably going to be handy for a lot of people. So all power to you. That's another brand new feature in Band in a Box 2025. Let's move along a little bit further.
There's a new one-stop MIDI patches picker with over 1,100 MIDI patches to choose from, all neatly categorized by general MIDI numbers. The multi-picker library is expanded with the Song Picker, Song Titles Browser, and Chords Builder added. The audio file version is enhanced with FLAC files, which are 60% smaller than WAV files while maintaining identical audio quality, and now ships on a fast 1 terabyte SSD drive. And there are many exciting new features in the new version.
Now this looks interesting. The new version of the plugin for your DAW, the Band in a Box plugin. Look how modern it looks. It's actually it looks fantastic. Let's have a look at what they have to say about it.
Of the Band in a Box DAW plugin, which comes free with any purchase of Band in a Box 2025. The DAW plugin is a VST and AAX plugin which has many of the features you love in our classic Band in a Box application and can be used in the DAW of your choice, such as Pro Tools, Reaper, and many, many more popular DAWs. The new version has fast, waveless generation, allowing tracks to play directly from disk without the need to generate WAV files. Playback can be synced to your DAW following the tempo changes you've entered in the DAW, including floating point tempo changes. And there are many other new features as well.
I'm sure so many people are going to be attracted to Band in a Box 2025 for that purpose alone, just because of the new DAW console, the interface there, and how it melds seamlessly with your DAW. So, all right, well, look, that's pretty much all I'm going to do today, is finish up by saying I really want to get this upgrade happening, and I will do as soon as finances permit. Merry Christmas to everybody, and bye for now. Oh, like and subscribe. Bye.